we are, the USS Iowa, Battleship 61. There's the turret A, turret B. It's battle stripes, decorations. Sea Whiz 20mm phalanx cannon, 5-inch dual-purpose battery, secondary battery. Tomahawk cruise missile launchers, cruise missile. How cool is this? So dope. So here we are looking at the bow. Those are the 16-inch or 406mm guns. Here are the projectiles. Seem like the real thing. There we go. 16-inch 50 caliber BL&P Mark 144 Mod 0. Big fat bastards. They weigh 2,700 pounds apiece, I believe. So here we are viewing turret A. I'm guessing those are local turret control viewfinders, rangefinders. 6-inch shell in case, or excuse me, 5-inch shell in case. 40mm shell in case. 20mm and 50 cal. This is turret A. It's main batter, main 16-inch guns, 406mm. 2,700 pound shell, propelled by 6 60-pound bags of propellant, loaded 3 at a time. 2,700 pound shell flying out at a muzzle velocity of 2,600 feet per second, I believe. It's gonna freaking ruin your day. Here we have a view of some of the 5-inch dual-purpose batteries, along with a 20mm Sea Whiz phalanx defense cannon, basically from the 1980 refit, early 1980s refit. Superstructure, bridge.
Iowa leveled major naval ammo dump. The Navy was hitting fuel depots, barracks, and railroad lines. Because if you remember this time frame, President Roosevelt had just died. President Truman had taken over. And this is what President Truman said. He said, if we have to take mainland Japan with ground forces, we're going to lose over 1 million men. We have none. And that's when he made the decision to drop the bombs. So Japan did surrender in Tokyo Bay, September the 2nd, 1945, in Tokyo Bay on the sister ship of Missouri. So folks, I thank you for your time. Thank you for listening and celebrating our day. God bless you.
The XO's cabin, executive officer. I don't know about you guys, all I hear is, Executive Officer Ty aboard the Battlestar Galactica. Another officer's cabin. The head. These bathrooms are actually somewhat better than some of the colleges I've been to. Officer's head. Gunpowder hatch. Into the magazine, I'm guessing. There's the cable and a winch to lower them. Number 2 turret. This is where the explosion happened. Local fire control rangefinder. It's a freaking huge rangefinder. Those would have been used if the main fire control, main direction, what's the word I'm looking for? Centralized fire control were taken out. Each turret is self-contained. They lost it. 45 guys, it looks. Again, the worst nightmare on any battleship is if the propellant somehow ignites when it's not in the breach. The British lost several ships that way. Private galley, officer's galley. Back in those days, a college degree would get you a lot more. Here we are, one of the secondary 5-inch turrets. 5-inch 38 caliber Mark 12. The breech of each of these guns. Recoil mechanism, elevation. That is mighty cool. You guys can't smell it, but it smells like grease. 3-level flag bridge. Oh wow, that is dope. Oh, 3-level armored conning tower. Gotta switch out the battery. Sick! So sick. Look at the freaking thickness of these things. That's probably 3 inches thick right there, if not more. A conning tower? Armored conning tower? Jesus. It's about as thick, if not more, than my forearm is wide. Maybe 17 inches or more. There's the door. It's about half as wide as my forearm. So cool. Flag plot. Sounds like there was just a traffic accident out there. Meanwhile, back on the Iowa. Here we are on deck 4. Level bridge, armored conning tower. And that's at 17.3 inches of Class A armor. This is to protect the helmsman, commanding officers. And the second battle bridge is on the 8th level. Speed, direction, navigation tasks were all performed in the aft chart room. There's that armored conning tower, 17.3 inches of armor. Gee, bus. $17.3 of armor, Jesus. 20mm Sea Whiz, the first version, if I'm not mistaken. This right here is the Mark 38 5-inch director. There's the armored conning tower. Here we have some Tomahawk cruise missile launchers, or some harpoons. Probably Tomahawk. That's how you load them. Very cool. 5-inch 38 caliber gun. Dual purpose. I think it's almost time to go, so let's hurry it up. Stereoscopic rangefinder for the 16-inch guns. Bye. Damn it, Johnson. I told you, don't leave the ice scoop in the damn machine. Here's the no smoking or tobacco chewing.
We want to thank you for your continued support of the USS Iowa, and we look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.
Greatest foreign battleships. What is that? King George V class? King George V class is lame. Bismarck class, also short-ranged, best optimized for the North Sea. Yamato, sort of like a big, strong bully with no glasses, but poor vision. If it hits you, you're gonna hurt for sure. Yeah, poor fire control though. France, the French. So Dad, remember I told you about those, the weakest part of the gun turret being the weakest part of the face of the gun turret being the openings for, the French decided to have 4 guns in the same turret. So obviously if you landed a hit on the main, there's a good chance it would actually go through one of them.
Too much opening there.
Exactly. Italy. Again, Italy, they had, the ship itself isn't bad. The thing is, they didn't have radar. The Mediterranean is a very placid sea. There's not much in the way of typhoons or hurricanes there.
That barrel.
Yeah, the barrel cross section. No worries. Don't mind me. Here we are at the rear of the aft of the ship. Turret number 3. Ooh, glory. That 5-inch gun's got the Marine Corps